So now we want to work on the edit screen, and we're going to see that once we create a product. Also, if we click here, that also takes us to the edit screen. Now we're going to utilize the get product details action that we already have, because that will get a single product by its ID. We actually use that on the single page here, so we don't have to add a new action and stuff to just fetch the product data. But then after, when we want to make it function and we want to actually update, we're going to hit the route that we created a couple videos ago and make it so that we can actually update the product. But let's start with the edit screen, which is going to go here. So I'm going to go into screens and create a new file, and we'll call this product edit screen. And I'm going to copy, let's see, what should we actually copy here? I guess the user edit screen. Yeah, let's copy the user edit screen because there's a lot of similarities here. So we'll paste that in. And let's go up to the top here and see what we have to bring in. So we want use state, use effect, link, form button. We want that. Form container. So for actions, I'm going to bring in not from user actions, but from product actions. I'm going to bring in the list product details. And get rid of this. We will have an update reset for the product, but we'll get rid of that for now. And let's make sure we change this to product edit screen, and also at the bottom, product edit screen. And then here, let's get the product ID from the URL. And as far as state, we have name. Let's do price. So set price. And this is actually going to be 0 by default. And then we have our image. So this will be set image. And that's going to be just an empty string. Alright, so we have some other fields here, so that we'll have brand, count in stock, category. So after image, let's do set brand and category. And then we have count in stock. So count in stock, the default for that is going to be 0. So let's change this empty string to a 0. Okay, what else do we have? Description. So change that and this description. And I think that should be it as far as the product fields go. Now down here we want our dispatch, we want our product details, so let's change user details here to product details. And what we want to get from product details is loading, error, and product, singular. Whoops, not that, product. Alright, and then we will have product update, but we'll get to that later, so I'm just going to delete that. And in the use effect here, this is also going to be pretty similar. So, you know what, let's get rid of this if right here. So we'll check for the product name, and then we want to make sure that the product ID that we're fetching is equal to the product ID in the URL. If it's not, we're going to dispatch the list product details. And then list product details takes in the product ID. Okay, then else we want to set all the fields. So we have set name, let's do set price, which will come from product dot price. We want to change this to product name. Okay, and then after price, let's do set image. This will be product dot image. Copy this down a few times. So after image, we have brand, set brand, and then we have category, then we have our count in stock. So this will be set count in stock. And then we have our description. And then let's change down here. This is going to be product ID. This will be product. And we are going to have a success update, but for now I'm just going to get rid of it. Okay, now in the submit handler, let's get rid of this dispatch here and just say update product. So we'll do that in the next video. And then for the output down here, this go back is going to go to the product list. And let's say edit product. And we will have this, but I'm just going to get rid of it for now. And then check if it's loading, check if there's an error, and then we have our form. So the first field is going to be name, so we can actually keep that as is. Next is going to be the price. So I'm going to change all these to price. So type is going to be, let's do number for the price. Enter price, value, and then this should be set price. Okay, after that we have our image. Now, let's see. Yeah, the image is we're gonna have a text field where we can add a URL for an image, but we're also gonna have, let's just put this here. We're also gonna have an upload field, but we'll do that a little later. So image. And the type, this is going to be the text field, but like I said, we will have a file upload. So enter image URL, set this to image, and it's going to be set image. Alright, so that looks good. Now under that we're going to have our brand. Let's just copy this, the whole form group, paste that in. And we'll go ahead and just change this. Whoops. We're going to just change this, that. Oh, I mean this one here. That to brand. Change this to brand. The function is going to be set brand. We don't want URL, just enter brand. Okay, next one is going to be count in stock. So for that, I'm going to copy the price. And let's change these to count in stock. We'll break that up. So it's going to be a number, value, count in stock, and then set count in stock with an uppercase C. After that we have category, so I'm going to copy brand. I know there's a lot of fields and it gets tedious, but if you want to have an application that has some decent functionality, there's going to be some repetitiveness. So this will be category, enter category, and then set category. Then we have our description. So let's change these to description and change this uppercase D, uppercase D, and that should do it. So now down here we have our update button. We'll keep that, and we're going to save this file. And now let's add this to our app.js. So up here, let's copy this down, and this is going to be the product edit screen. And the URL is going to be similar to this user one, so I'm going to copy that down, and I'll just move it under product list. And let's change this to product, and ID edit, and then this is going to load the product edit screen. Okay, so let's save that. And now if we go back, you can see we have our edit screen with all the fields. If I go to any of these, it should bring in all the product stuff here. All right, and I'm going to delete this sample product that I created earlier, and as soon as I click this button, it brings me to the screen where I can then update my fields. In the next video, I want to add functionality to this, so we want to be able to actually submit this and update the details, and then we'll go from there.